Rants at the Movies, a podcast where we rant about films you may have seen at house parties. I'm one of your hosts and jack of all trades, Mono, and screaming, "Die, die, fucking die!" at every vampire she fights is my co-host and master of none, Ciara.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Is it?
No, there would be screaming, crying.
There would be screaming and running. You'd be like...
No, in fairness, I only run if I'm chased, so I'm dead.
You're probably more likely to be the guy who has the body fall out of the cupboard in front of him and go, "Ah!"
Oh, yeah, that's that. No, it would fall on me, pin me to the floor, and then I would have to lie there in a very ungraceful position until I was rescued. You're definitely that guy, because later on in the party scene, he's the one who's got the bra in his mouth going, and then picks up a lamp or a vase and just throws it out the window. Absolutely you. No hints. No, but today we are doing John Carpenter's Vampires. Which in my head, I'd mush the start of Dusk Till Dawn with the end of this.
Yeah, we sat
to make an infinitely better film.
I don't know. Maybe, well,
basically just cut from Selma Hayek titties bar fight to Alamo style fight at the end of this. And that's the whole film in my head.
That's like a 45-minute film for starters.
And it's all fight.
But yeah, no, we sat down to watch this and you were like, oh yeah, this thing where this thing happens. And I was like, what? No. No, that's Dusk Till Dawn. And you were like, oh yeah, crap, I forgot. And I was like, do you realise we're watching an entirely different film? And I think you did.
I did, yeah. But it was like that one time I walked into an exam thinking it was another exam in my final exams.
Yeah.
And having a brief moment of just going, oh, fuck me.
Well, I mean, final year exams, getting the wrong exam versus random podcasts on the internet thinking you're going into a different film.
Yeah.
Not quite the same.
No.
This is way more important and I can't believe you fucked up. But no, I do. I have a great fondness for this film. It's one of those films where I can't remember when I saw it first. It's just kind of always been in there. I saw it as a teenager at some point and I love it. It's silly. I didn't remember quite how badly... Shut up, you. I didn't remember quite how badly the two main leads treat one particular woman.
Oh, is that the shit
and women in general. Yeah, it's not great.
No.
It's really not great.
No.
And I'll get it out of the way now, there is an F slur in there.
Yeah.
Not really happy to see that one in there. I know it was 1998, but still, not cool.
No.
Not cool.
No.
But other than that, everything else holds up pretty damn good, I say.
It's actually a surprisingly fun film. I love me sarcastic fucking James Woods. Yes. He doesn't get full sarcastic James Woods in this, and I kind of wish he did because it would just make the character more.
There's enough of it, I think, but I think because the film kind of treads a line between a serious tone and a little bit over the top.
Yeah.
And I think if he was full on sarky, it would have pushed it to all the way over the top. And I'm for it, but I think that's why they don't. He's kind of like part badass, part sarky. The SG-1 comparisons are obviously going to have to come in because there's an SG-1 actor in this film.
Yeah, but he was also in the other massive vampire film.
He was also in Blade.
This year.
Yes. Yeah, Tim Kinney.
Karen. I do love him in Blade.
I
enjoy him in this.
I prefer him in this. Well, he's got a bigger role in this, but I prefer him in this.
No, I just love him when he's down in that pit and he's like, hello, Karen. Karen. It cracks me up every time.
Yeah.
I do like his anti-bite thing in this.
Well, yeah, I like all their gear. It is practical. It's certainly more practical than your Winchester style. Let's just go out in denim with guns and knives.
And not a hula hoop of iron covered in salt.
No, these guys are somewhere between the ultra prepared hula hoop of iron and the not prepared at all Winchesters.
Yes.
There's very much elements of tons of other vampire things in this. No, hang on. We should definitely hit a summary.
Before we start talking about every vampire source it's pulled from.
And some it inspired.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, summary time. Following the massacre of most of his team, Vatican-backed Jampire. What's a Jampire?
It's a vampire made of ham, like a jambon.
Oh.
Jambon vampire. Jampire.
Yes. Following the massacre of most of his team, Vatican-backed vampire hunter Jack Crow must take what remains of his crew and root out the master vampire who killed his men. But when the Vatican's new attaché arrives, Crow learns some devastating secrets about the Master and his plans to use an ancient relic to turn himself into a true immortal. Outmanned, but definitely not outgunned, it's up to Crow and his partner and a green padre to get the relic before anyone else. But anyway, so this inspired a whole lot of different things.
Yeah, it also pulls from a whole lot of different things.
Yeah, as we were watching it this time around, as opposed to fucking years ago when I last watched it, I was like, hey, there's very much supernatural vibes off this. There's bits of Buffy. There's bits of Anne Rice.
Yeah, you've got Bram Stoker in there because you always do. You can't
avoid it.
Styling is very Anne Ricey gothic vampire. I also think he looks a bit thingy in Underworld. Craven looks a bit like him. It's kind of styled after him in a slightly more modern version of him. But he's also like a little bit the same way he looks in Vampire or in Dracula 2001. Same thing, long hair, long coat, burgundy shirts are always a must. Because you don't want black on black. Yes. And also, the stains.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because why are vampires such messy eaters?
I don't know.
Because, damn, girl.
Oh, yeah, she ends up covered in blood when she eventually kills Spoiler. But, yeah, they're pretty messy eaters. He's very messy.
He is.
But then I think that's the point.
I also am slightly confused by his forehead veins because they're all just coming in towards the inside of his face. He looks like he's being very slowly pulled backwards.
Yeah. He's not on screen for that long. And the rest of the vampires look pretty cool, though.
They do.
Like the rest of the vampires and the prosthetics. Particularly the guy getting the stake in the forehead.
Oh, and then getting punched in the head hole.
Punches him in the head hole. Because obviously the stake in the forehead doesn't kill the vampire.
No, he's still going, nah. And he's on the end of a pike as well, which as a proud nation of pike people, we enjoy.
Jack pulls the stake out of his head and then punches him in the head hole before stabbing him in the heart while screaming, die, fucking die, like he always does. Oh, no, it is. It's fun.
Yeah, he does enjoy multiple stabbing vampires. I just, every now and again when I look at him, his denim and shit is just too new.
It should be dirtier.
It should be scuffed or worn. Yeah. That is a brand new leather coat. Do you know how long it takes to break in a leather coat and have it be something you could move in like that?
Yeah, even Montoya.
It just looks stiff. Looks new. He's fresh out of the bag. Yeah, even the vehicles, everything just has a look that it's. I know they're fucking funded by the Vatican, so obviously
they've got all the money.
Yeah, they do have all the money. So yeah, maybe it is just we have new gear every time.
Could be.
Just thinking about that, I was like, hang on. They're funded by the Vatican. Yeah, that shit's new.
That shit is new.
That shit's new, yeah.
I mean, none of it lasts very long.
Never mind, that shit's all new, yeah.
Well, certainly the men don't last very long.
No, Jesus, they don't.
Because you go with this film, you're like, that's a lot of characters. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Because
there goes Mark Boone Jr.
Yeah, I don't know.
Although he does get one of the best deaths.
Oh, it's fantastic. And it's one of the things that I always remember about this film is Mark Boone Jr. getting split in half. It's fucking
literally
brilliant. Oh, literally, yeah. Not a sexual innuendo. He gets split in half. But yeah, no, my list of characters is the obvious ones. You've got Jack Crow, James Woods, Montoya, his partner, the priest who shows up, the girl, the bad guy, the other kind of spoilery bad guy, and then a whole bunch of dead dudes.
Yeah, because there's all it's here's a whole load of guys. I don't really care. The pep talk that he gives them at the start is hilarious.
It is,
we're going to do this by the books. His rules.
Yeah, they make the reference to the rules quite a few times. And I'm like...
Rule number 1, your partner gets bit. What do you do?
But yeah, they mentioned up to 10 rules, but they only... 10 is mentioned at one point. But we only hear about 4 rules. And I'm like, what are the other 6? We hear 1, 3, 7 and 10.
And surely standing on the porch of the house that's full of vampires is not the place to be having this discussion.
Yeah, they're pretty loud about it.
Yeah.
And now, I said this when we were watching it, that house is out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, just set it on fire.
It's in there. Just go there with a loudspeaker. Hey, any people inside? This building's about to get set on fire. Who cares if the vampires hear you? You're out in the daylight. They can't come out. So then, if they run out, they're gonna catch fire, and you'll know they're a vampire. Yeah. If they run out and they don't catch fire, they're a human, and then you can just torch the place.
Yeah.
And job done. Now, I mean, there'd be no movie, but job done.
No, there would be more movie because it would just be them going from town to town setting vampires on fire.
Well, actually, yeah, that's a good point because they don't kill the master. He's hidden I don't know, about 20 foot off to the side in a very obviously new grave.
Yeah.
So they don't look far for him.
No, they're like, oh, he's on the house. Where could he be? There's a really big barn, guys.
Yeah, there's a couple of things in this film that are just silly like that.
They have a man look for the vampires. They don't have a lady look for the vampires. That's the problem.
And speaking of ladies, the vampire completely fucks himself up by biting the lady Katrina for no reason. He bites her, and he's like, yeah, you're going to be one of mine. And then they do nothing but use the girl to foil his plans. So if he had never bit her, he'd be fine. Plot convenient?
No, Nina Harker on the train.
That's what they're going for that. But the difference there is Dracula's actually trying to get he wants Mina.
Yeah.
He just bites her and then is like, yeah, whatever. See
ya.
Bye.
See ya. You can have this one.
So he kind of fucks himself over a bit with that.
Like, her whole interaction is really weird because she's all like, hey, James Woods, let's go have sex.
Yeah, and then...
Basically everything in that motel. Number one, that is the biggest fucking motel room I've ever seen in my goddamn life. What the shit did they knock down walls? That is abnormally massive.
Oh, just in case you haven't seen the movie, to catch up very quickly. Bunch of vampire hunters. James Woods is the head guy. Daniel Baldwin is Montoya, his second in command. Everybody else gets killed at this first vampire hunt. They kill all the vampires and then they go to a party afterwards.
Yeah, they basically go like, giant motel room. Like, stupidly big.
Yeah. And then head vampire shows up.
And everybody has plenty of time to flee, yet doesn't.
Yeah. We're like, why are these girls running away?
Why are the two girls cowering in front of the door?
Yeah. One does try to run out past him and he grabs her by the throat through a guy's chest, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is but
plenty of others could have escaped.
Slow motion killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, just leave.
And he does seem to be more concerned with the
actual vampire hunters.
Yeah, the vampire hunters than the girls. He
want to eat the girls, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, they definitely could have escaped. We're doing that thing again.
What?
That thing where we're like, hey, we love this movie. It's awesome. Let's shit on it for the first 20 minutes of the podcast.
But it gets there, though. It's just that whole motel thing, though, is just really bizarre because it is, like, I think they were going for he's moving so fast that it was supposed to be that kind of, we've slowed him down and everyone's in slow motion around him, but they kind of forgot to tell the background actors.
Yeah, it is.
It's very weird. Like, they do get it later on, like, and it does get better, and it's just that one scene.
Yeah, it's just like the scene is really weirdly blocked.
Yeah.
It's like you stand over here and don't do anything. You stand over here and cower a bit.
Yeah.
You get a chair kicked at you and fall over when it's not really that big of a thing.
No, but like it starts so well.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, hello. He opens the door and it's just like hand, slice, split, scream. And then it just kind of goes a bit...
And particularly...
Fighting in pudding?
Particularly after the vampire hunt scene earlier on, because I really like the way that's done. You have them go in, they have all their gear, and then you see the winch thing in action, which is just fucking cool. I'm sorry, that's one of my favourite things about this.
Oh, the winching them out?
Yeah, a crossbow into a vampire's chest and then winch them out of the house into the sunlight. Plus you get some great bits from it, like when he's nearly getting dragged out and he's like shooting the vampire in the face and screaming at them and then stabbing them. But it's
your one like fucking koala dropping from the ceiling.
Yeah, it's just a cool concept. But yeah, you have this hunt where that's really well done, and then they kill one or two vampires, and then after that it's this montage of them just dragging one vampire out after the other. And it's cut in such a way of like, oh yeah, this is just business as usual. We're not getting to see it all because it's just normal. And then you see all the skulls lined up on the hood of the car afterwards. Montoya's like sitting there whistling while he's reeling these vampires out into the sun, like la 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 la.
And the priest that they have, they're...
At that point,
they're drummer from Spinal Tap priest.
Yeah.
He's like horrified.
Yeah. Blessing each of them as they come out.
Yeah, and then Montoya comes over and just picks up their head with a knife, the skull, and puts it up on the thing and is like...
Looking like a bit of head, eh, father? Or padre, because it's always padre.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's shot so well, and then you have the massacre in the motel, and it's just shot and blocked weirdly.
It's sluggish.
Yeah, and I think that's probably why we focused so much on the girls being like, why aren't those girls running?
Yeah, it was like, hang on, why are you doing that? Just leave.
Yeah.
Like, there's a window right next to you. Get out it. It's conveniently been smashed earlier by an idiot.
Maybe they didn't want to cut it to shit with the edit, and because they wanted this to be quite gory. They only had to cut out a very few scenes to keep it as gory as they wanted without getting the fucking, the NC-17 rating.
Yeah, which is like the death knell, or at least was back then.
So they got to keep most of the gore in, so maybe that was it. It was like, we wanted people to be able to realise all the stuff that's happening. That guy got cut in half. That guy has a fist through his chest. You know what I mean? Yeah,
but you do get to see that later on as well, but it's just done better.
Yeah, I think it's just...
When they have the drive-by with the crucifix.
Oh, yeah.
And that's really nice. It's not like this kind of weird, sluggish, kind of almost hazy fever dream. Like, it looks like they put Vaseline on the lens.
Yeah, I don't know.
It bothers me because everything else is really crisp.
Yeah, and there's other things that are
like the whole elevator scene later on, like all of that stuff.
And the bit when you're actually getting Valak's backstory and it's intercut with him attacking the monastery.
Yeah.
That's really well shot as
it's
well.
Just one bit.
Maybe is it by comparison? It's like everything else is paced together so well.
And this just lets it down. I think they just didn't know what to do with so many people.
I don't know. It's by no means does it ruin the film or anything, but you will probably sit there and watch it and say some of the things that we've said, like
what?
Why aren't those people running and why is this laid out like that?
Anyway, she gets before he massacres everybody. He's like, I'm gonna go eat the blonde girl.
And he is weird kind of vampire cunnilingus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's biting the femoral. That's your femoral, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume his point there is, I can get one in amongst them. You know, if he bites her somewhere that it's not obvious.
Yeah, but and he is looking for him because, like, he knows fucking Crow's name.
But ultimately biting her kind of fucks him up.
Well, no, she's outside when they're like fleeing because they're like, oh fuck this shit, let's get out of here.
Yeah, they see her.
And he's like, come on, get her, but they don't know that. Well,
no, they do know because that's where the abuse of poor Katrina starts because they're like, fuck the whore, she's been bitten, leave her, and then he stops 2 seconds later. He's like, no, we can use her to trap
grab
the
her,
bastard,
put her in it,
and then just throws her in the back of the jeep, and thus begins the mistreatment of Katrina.
Yeah, let her take off her damn shoes. Those mules must be fucking killing her.
Yeah.
At the very least, because she falls over, they don't give a shit. They slap when he's trying to get her. That's a good way to wake somebody up. Slap them in the face. Start smacking them upside the head.
Yeah.
While shouting, "Wake up!"
Yeah.
That's where the professor got the idea from with Lila.
It probably is.
Wake up!
Wake up! Yeah, no, because they basically escape.
They kidnap
crash a car.
her. Yeah, in a really weird way because how?
This is just a random.
Also, it's just suddenly daylight. It's like dawn, midday sun.
That happens a lot in this film, but I think it's just we don't have time to fuck around with dawn and dusk. So.
And literally, all you needed was a 2-second shot of him nodding off behind the wheel to make that whole crash make sense.
Yeah, instead of just random plot convenient truck stopped on the side of the road,
middle of the road.
Well, yeah. But they crash and then they drag her up and are like, come on, let's walk for miles. Then throw her in the back of a stolen car.
Yeah.
And then
take her to a motel. Strip her off.
Take her to a motel.
Tie her down naked to a bed.
Yeah.
And then he proceeds to loom over her in a really weird, creepy, fucking really, really disturbing way that nowadays it would come with a fucking trigger warning.
Yeah, no.
That whole scene gives me the fucking
I think it's supposed to.
I really don't like it.
It's supposed
everything about it really makes me fucking
it's not great. And then Montoya starts to soften towards her a little bit because he's like, do you know
he threatens to break her neck?
Yeah, after he threatens to break her neck, then he's like, do you know what's wrong with you or what's happened to you? And she's like, no. So he kind of explains it, gives her the breaks. He's like, well, you're turning into a vampire and there's not much that can be done about it. And we're going to use you as bait.
And you have a psychic link so we can watch where he's going.
And
then after that we're going to kill you because you'll be a vampire.
Well, no, because he tells her them's the breaks and kind of apologises to her. And he does say, if we can get, if we can
kill the master vampire before you turn. There is a chance,
that you might not turn, but we don't know. So from there on out, he kind of levels with her. And it's like, he's starting to soften towards her. And then once Jack shows back up, he's just full on in love with her out of nowhere. It's what?
Who? Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes no sense. And then she bites him.
Yeah, and he slaps her and knocks her out. Again, violence and treatment of women in this film, not great. And I mean, we're not supposed to be watching it thinking, that's the thing. They're not glorifying it by any means. It's just
they're supposed to be incredibly violent men. This is they hunt vampires. They're not fucking Cub Scout leader.
No, and we're not supposed to like it or admire it. But it
is as well. They these aren't nice people.
No, it's not glorifying it. It's just there's an awful lot of bad treatment of this poor woman. Do you know who would have loved it?
What?
Amy from last week.
Oh yeah.
I bet you Amy would have loved it.
Oh. Good job he didn't rape you and then kill you.
Yeah, or kill you and then rape you. Yeah, Amy would have loved the treatment of Katrina.
Get dragged around by the hair.
Get dragged around the place, bitten by people, slapped by people, burned by people. Yeah, Amy would have been all for that. The fucking psycho. But then Then while all the mistreatment of Katrina's going on, you've kind of got Jack going off, and the main stuff of the plot happening. He meets up with Father Adam and Cardinal and gets told, hey, look, the other vampire team from Europe got wiped out. You need to go and build a new team. And he's like, fuck that, I got betrayed. I'm going out after him.
Yeah, because this fucking motherfucker who showed up knew my goddamn name.
Yep, so he thinks he's been set up and storms off, and Father Adam gets sent with him. And
poor bastard was not prepared.
No, he's basically that kind of, he's the by the book character, but learns the real rules when he's out with the team. That's kind of his
whole life
character arc.
Yeah, he's the research guy who suddenly got sent into the field.
Yeah, because he starts when he's in the van with him the first time. He's like, oh, I wish I wasn't forced on you like this. I wanted it to be a good meeting. I've studied you my whole life, kind of thing. You know,
that's
I know
not
you're
weird at all.
Yeah, he totally fanboys on him, and then Jack throws him out of the van and kicks the shit out of him.
Like, stop that.
And that's where we get he's like, you ever seen a vampire? And Father Adam is like, no, and that's where he drops the F-slur. He's like, they're not going around in fancy suits seducing people with Euro trash accents. But then he does have that great line about, he's like, crosses are bullshit, holy ground is bullshit, garlic is bullshit, you come at a vampire with garlic around your neck. He's going to bend you over and he'll be up your Estrada Chocolata before you know it, or something like that. And I was like, Estrada Chocolata. They go off together then and meet back up with Montoya and head off and kind of track down main bad guy vampire.
Yeah, but before that, Montoya gets chewed on a little bit.
Oh, he does get chewed on. Yeah, she tries to commit suicide and cuts him by accident and sees the blood and is like, no.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, I need to cauterize the wound. Let me use this Zippo for 2 seconds. That's not going to work.
No, that is not going to work. He is bad at cauterizing wounds, and he should be way better.
Yeah, no, in fairness, you're in a motel room. It's probably got a Crosby tracer press in it. Just put your arm in that.
Yeah, okay, it'll burn a hell of a lot more than the area he needs to, but it'll certainly work better than the Zippo.
Yeah, because he's literally like 3 seconds, dude. No.
And he'd have been better off just having the lighter open
and then hold it by the lid.
And put the metal against it instead of the flame.
Seriously, dude.
Well, but then
also, you're in a motel room. There is alcohol available in that mini fridge.
There is. But we're talking about a man who couldn't add 25 to 375. When he's down at the desk in the motel or in that hotel, he asks how much it'll be for however many nights, and the guy says $375 plus 25 for your cable, and then says something else, and Montoya's like, shut the fuck up and tell me how much the total is. It's like, it's $400, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, but is that before or after tax? Because America is weird.
Well, that's a good point, but he didn't specify that, so I'm just going to assume he can't add 25 to 375.
Yeah, in fairness, I can't on a good day either.
But you know how to cauterize wounds.
Yes.
He does not.
No. Even a tourniquet, dude. Come on.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's not really many likeable characters in that sense. Father Adam's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
And that being Tim Guinea, the Stargate 1 person.
Yes.
And I can't remember what he's called in Blade, but Karen! That guy.
It's so fucking funny.
But then, after that, hunt down the vampire, couple of battles, and the movie ends without giving away any spoilers. But I like how it's not overly violent the whole way throughout. You know what I mean? It's not, say, like 30 Days a Night.
No, there's
Whereas
a big
every
chunk
couple of minutes there was deaths. This is like,
there's a big chunk in the middle that's kind of, this is actually what's going on around the little snapshots that we've seen of, it was basically, here's a day in their lives.
Yeah, because it's like vampire hunt at the start, lots of gore and action.
Yeah.
Party for about 10 or 15 minutes, little bit of exposition, a little bit more narrative, and then slaughter in the motel room. And then it's a whole load of kind of plot ramping up towards big fight at the end with a few bits of gore and a few bits of fights in between. And then just the last kind of 20 minutes, half an hour of action. I have
only one issue with that last action scene. Why does he throw away the axe?
No, I like that.
I was just like, what?
Hilarious.
And I was like, dude, no, axe, useful.
In the same way that
does not need to be reloaded.
In the same way that I rebutted your problem with Montoya with some of his other actions.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same with
Father Adam, because
you're saying, why do you throw away the axe? We're talking about a man who unloaded a full clip into a vampire's dick 5 minutes earlier.
He did. That was a going shot.
I don't know if he's supposed to be shooting him in the dick, but
if you look at that scene and you kind of like just pause it's a dick shot.
Yeah, Jack is like, kill the vampire, and he unloads
he killed his chance of fucking having babies.
He unloads the full clip into his dick, and then Jack just looks at him and is like, kill him with the stake. But yeah, we're talking about a guy who unloads a full clip at point blank range into the crotch region, so that's why he throws an axe away. He's like, things are running at me. If I throw this axe, it will stop them.
Suppressing fire extinguisher.
But then also, the cross dragging at the end could very, as you said, what if the cross landed the other way? Then
and then dragged, he would have been road hauled.
Yeah. That would not have saved Jack, that would have road hauled him.
Yeah. It would have been very unfortunate. Oh, look, he has no skin anymore.
Yes. But no, yeah, I like the way it does. You've got that kind of, you've got all the action at the start, and then it is kind of the plot and a few bits dotted through then.
And then
big finale.
Yeah.
And even the finale has its ups and downs, because you have that bit in the prison where it's all the stuff with the elevator.
Yeah, I do really like that, where he's like, oh no, it's coming back up. Oh no, it's going back down. Oh no, kaboom.
Yeah, and then there's another bit of a big fight, and then our hero gets captured, and
then they're like, oh, we have to wait for dawn, or it's getting dark, so they go and like seek shelter.
Yeah, plus the big old fight scene at the end, without giving anything away. It's fun how the bad guy gets finished off.
Oh yeah.
I do like that. What other things then do we really like about this film?
I'll tell you what I don't like.
What?
The music.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's just ever so slightly off. It's like fucking, that music that you get in supermarkets that you're like, la 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 la. Wait, this isn't the song I thought it was.
It's like imitation.
We used to call it Suicide FM.
Well, yeah, it was music made to sound like other types of music,
but it's like license free. But so it's always ever so slightly off. It's like that brand name stuff that's just like not quite there, Prongles.
Winch pop. That's great.
Yeah.
I still think it's what I said when we were watching it. To me, it felt like John Carpenter, because he does all the music himself. To me, it felt like he went and watched Desperado, and I went, the music to this is really fucking kick-ass. I bet you I could do this, but couldn't quite pull it off, because some of it's good. But,
it just doesn't fit.
But he uses that one piece over and over again, and it fits sometimes, and other times it really doesn't.
It's kind of like Deadly Premonition.
Oh no, it's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad, but like the music doesn't fit.
It
does in places, but like the pacing will be off, or the tone will just be off just enough that it doesn't quite match either the visuals or the dialogue. It
fits less often than it doesn't. I'll give you that. But it's not quite as out there as, say, Ravenous. The music in Ravenous was just like, why the fuck is this being played? At least this sounds vaguely Western, and it's a Western-y vampire film.
Yeah, so, like it is like it matches, but it's just off a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's...
and it's one of those things that once you become aware of it, that's when it really begins to bug you.
And equally, it's not as bad as the wailing guitar solos in Con Air, because they really stood out once you noticed them.
Oh, it's so 90s. I love it.
It's not a deal breaker, I don't think.
No.
The old woman beating could be a deal breaker for some people, because especially that scene where she's naked, as you said. And that F-slur also. Other than that, it's just silly things that I kind of didn't like. Like, I thought they had UV lights on the end of those pikes, and when they're going in at the start, it looks like the dude has a big UV cannon on his shoulder, but then
they're just like torches.
Yeah, they just look like torches, and I'm like, no, they should be
UV
weapons. I did enjoy
weapons. The pikes, though.
The pikes were cool, yeah. As you said earlier, as a proud nation of pike people.
Yes, I enjoy a good pike.
And I'm assuming the motel owner also got slaughtered, because when Jack goes back to take care of all the bodies, he just sets that place on fire.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the sheriff's dead.
Sheriff's definitely dead.
Presumably they've paid off the motel owner to, turn a blind eye to the wild debauchery that's been happening in suites. All of them.
Yeah, maybe he just wasn't there that night and showed up the next morning and was like, oh, I'm going to continue to stay away. Let's just go talk to the police first.
There's a whole load of dead people, then there's a whole load of dead decapitated
and then
people.
He comes back with the police and the place is on fire.
Yeah. He's like, oh shit.
I just assume he's also dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, other than that, there's nothing that I really like, that I really don't like. Yeah, the music is a bit weird at times. That motel scene, as we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Blocked and framed, kind of weird.
That's the only two things that that stand out to me in this, because I love the whole end sequence with the fucking cross and all the shenanigans that are going down.
Yeah.
I do always enjoy any kind of reference to Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Sleeping in dirt, I quite like.
Yeah, always enjoy a good sleeping in dirt. Like using her to see.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed that sort of thing where they're all like, ooh, psychic link. Just I kind of wish they turns. I kind of wish they had done that lovely little nod though with the coin in the head.
Yeah, well,
or we do somewhere because that's
punching the head hole.
No, I do enjoy people being burnt with religious symbols that make no sense at all.
But just on the Dracula link, I also like as Katrina progresses towards being a full vampire, there's that bit towards the end where she's still in the Jeep, but she's trying to hide from the sunlight.
Yeah.
And as the vampires are getting dragged out, she seems to feel sorry for them. Like earlier in the film, she's all like, when she's seeing the visions of the priest getting killed, she's horrified.
Yeah, but now she's actually doing the bond with it.
Yeah, and as she sees the vampires getting pulled out, she's like, oh no, I feel bad for these guys now.
I also, anytime there's any kind of vampire caring from the sun, it's always that bit from Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah. True, that's the ultimate scene.
Caring from the sun, yeah.
Some of the lines in it are great as well.
Some of the shit they come out
with. when Jack turns to Father Adam after beating the crap out of him and being like, hey Father, can I ask you a question? He's like, yeah. When I was beating the crap out of you back there, did I give you a little wood? Huh? Some mahogany? Just that whole bit cracks me up. And I have when they go to investigate the priest's death, and the local cop is there, and he's like, oh, I hear you're from the Vatican or whatever, investigating. Yeah, and Jack responds saying, yeah, we're investigating a possible nationwide spate of Catholic hate crimes.
Ooh, Catholic hate crimes.
to which the cop responds, oh, that's pretty damn savage. I was like, nah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Not in the US.
Oh, there was some cool shit in the trivia for this, actually. Jan Valak, the vampire, is based on a Bohemian Reformationist priest called Jan Hus, and kind of like a precursor to Martin Luther, was burnt at the stake.
Ooh, nice.
For his beliefs and refused to recant them.
Martyred.
Yeah, but a lot of the problems he had and a lot of the things he was preaching against were very similar to the problems Martin Luther had, and is kind of seen as like a proto or a predecessor to.
Martin Luther just decided to go the safer route and nail them to the door and then leg it.
Yeah, no, so...
Instead of being like, hi, I'm here as a target.
Yeah, no, so yeah, he got burned for heresy.
Yeah.
And that's where like the origin of the vampire in this, that's I think where they pulled that from.
Yeah.
But at one point as well, this was... I don't know if it's... Because this is based on a novel. Now, I don't know how much the earlier version of the script was based on the novel, because they wanted to have it in a kind of dystopian future where the vampires were like widely known. Not like mostly vampires, but there was a lot of them and people knew about them. And everybody knew about these vampire hunting teams sanctioned by the Pope. And they had all futuristic weapons, and there's a plot from the head vampire, who was going to be Willem Dafoe, to turn the Pope into a vampire.
Can I still have this movie?
Yeah, let me finish, because Dolph Lundgren was going to be the main vampire hunter.
Stop it!
Yeah, I kind of want this. Yeah,
I want this now.
Yeah,
no, give me now for this.
Future fascist vampire hunters.
Who would be the Pope?
Who would be the Pope? Make it somebody ridiculous. Arnie.
Apparently
they asked Dolph to come back for this version of the film as the vampire, but he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, and I was like, actually, that's nearly a kind of weirdly flipped version of Daybreakers.
Yeah, where there's humans left and there's vampire teams out hunting them down.
Yeah,
and they're trying to then cure the head of blood production.
Yeah, they're trying to show the guy who's really important.
It's reversible.
There's a cure,
and corporate greed isn't the answer.
Yeah, no, more just those few plot elements. Okay, look, it's loose link at best, but I was like, it was mostly Willem Dafoe in another vampire film.
That's not Max Schreck and
Shadow of the Vampire. We really should do that at some point as well.
He's amazing in that.
Oh, it's excellent.
And in Mississippi Burning.
I don't know about doing Mississippi Burning as a future episode. It's a fantastic film, but it may be a bit too serious for us.
No, but well worth a watch. And he's phenomenal in it.
Oh, Willem Dafoe is excellent in just about everything.
Yes.
Not in this film. But James Woods is excellent in this.
Yes. I just like the way as well, every now and again they try to, make you forget the fact that James Woods is actually ginger. But he is. And every now and again the sun catches him just right and you can see it. Because with the leather jacket. Also, why? The character smokes. When he is walking down the highway, doing his whole I'm a cool guy with my jacket over my shoulder. Why does he not have a pack of smokes rolled up in that t-shirt
Because he smokes stogies. He has big fucking cigars.
Does he?
He definitely has a big cigar at one point.
That might have been in the hotel room though.
Maybe at 2 points. I don't know. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. That look does kind of
with the sunglasses and the hair.
The snake pack of smokes armed up or rolled up.
But that is very close to Snake Plissken though, so you know, Escape from New York.
Oh, I meant Snake from The Simpsons.
Who's Snake Plissken?
Well, yeah, but it's nice.
Hair takes over Homer.
Nice to see James Woods as a kind of straight up action hero.
Yeah, because
and one of the lesser seen Baldwins as well.
Yeah, in fairness, you named off the one that's not even a Baldwin.
Before I got to him. Well, it was supposed to be Bruce Campbell. They wanted Bruce Campbell from Montoya.
Bruce Campbell would have been brilliant.
And I can see absolutely why they
especially if you've seen Bruce Campbell and Bubba Hotep, it's like,
No, but even just in Montoya and how Montoya is styled and how he acts, I can absolutely see it.
The denim jacket, the whole shebang, he's got the shotgun.
So they couldn't get Bruce Campbell.
Him flipping the skulls onto the bonnet and making all those little quips and things.
The line about...
it is totally
head
for him.
But they couldn't get him, so they offered it to Alec Baldwin. And Alec Baldwin was like, nah, here, I'll give it to my brother now.
They went, ooh, Stephen?
No. But one of the things I was surprised by, because this is very much a house party film.
Yeah, this was one that was like kind of put on and you would zone out and then you'd phase back in when it was like...
Or it's on TV randomly late at night, like. But it was his... only successful film of the 90s.
Yeah, like
and I was kind of what?
You had Escape from New York, Escape from LA, which
did
not
better.
Good.
The opening weekend of this was 9.1. Escape from LA did 8.9. I did not think this would have beaten Escape from LA.
No, this was the 90s were not kind to John Carpenter.
No, and he was considering
especially
leaving directing altogether, and he made kind of a little pact with himself, and he was like, right, I'm going to do one last film, I'll take something that I think will be fun, and if it's not fun and I don't enjoy it, I've lost the love of it, and I'll give it up. And apparently he had an absolute blast making this, because he had wanted to make a kind of horror-y western for a while, and loved it, and continued making films, and more is the better for us.
Yeah. No, because like I'd say any director who had the success that he had with The Thing, following that up, because that is just a work of art. I adore that film.
Well, I mean, that's one of the cool things about John Carpenter, is he does seem to be able to dip in and out of big mainstream horror and then like not lesser known, but like smaller stuff as well.
Yeah, and he also can go, like The Thing is incredibly serious and in tone, and this does go into the funny and give you elements of that, and then he can go very stupid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it balances out, and it just he's very, very good at doing that sort of thing.
Apparently, James Woods was allowed to do a fair bit of on-set ad-libbing, which probably would have helped the tone of this as well, because a lot of it does come from him being so
sarcastic. Yeah.
But they had a deal where, because John Carpenter was like, no, you're not ad-libbing, and they had a deal where they do the take as scripted, and then the take with James being allowed ad-lib.
His thing.
Apparently they used mostly the ad-lib ones, so fair folks.
Yeah, no, because I always enjoyed him as Hades in Hercules. Super sarcastic Hades.
Yes, yeah, no, he's fantastic. I really like him as Ultron.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a great movie, but he's real fun as Ultron.
Anything where he can be really, really dry.
L, man. We love him when he plays L, man. Come on, you know we do.
But that really dry, completely like fucking deadpan delivery.
He's a bit more
animated,
cocky in this.
Yeah.
It's not quite the full deadpan, but...
Yeah, he's a bit more on the Ultron-y side in this.
Particularly when he's having to go with the Cardinal for when he thinks he's being... When he's like, he's like, been set up.
Yeah, he's like,
you guys created this first vampire, and Father Adam's like, unintentionally, he's just, shut the fuck up! I go straight back to ranting at the Cardinal. But yeah, no...
Yeah, he has a couple of moments there where he goes like real, like, I'm walking here.
Yeah. No, I think he's great for the role. I think initially, I said to you, I was like, I kind of forgot it was James Woods, and in my head it was Bishop from Aliens.
Oh, Lance Henriksen.
Lance Henriksen, yeah, in my head it was Lance Henriksen.
They do look alike.
Not even that they look alike, but I could see Lance Henriksen as well. But no, James Woods does a really good job. And surprisingly so, because Gene Siskel, partner of the person who we frequently love the films he hates, enjoyed.
Oh, he really loved it.
He really loved it and loved James Woods so much in such a radical departure from his usual fare. He suggested that Woods be nominated for an Oscar for his performance in this film. Might be taking it a bit much.
Yeah,
but he was obviously really impressed with the change in roles.
It has an awful lot of lady beating. Don't think the Oscars would like that. It's not like in an artsy way either. Oh, it's just full on.
This is not Oscar fair.
Just slap her.
This is not. Oh no! There's one bit where after he slaps her when she bites him the first time.
Yeah.
And Jack comes in with Father Adam and he sees her on the bed and is like, "Why is there a bruise on her jaw?" And he says that he had to hit her because she was trying to jump out the window and kill herself and she was freaking out. And he's like, "Really? Is that all?" And
he's like, "Oh, so what? I knocked her the fuck out."
He says, "I slugged her. So who cares?"
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, quite a few people, I'd imagine.
He's like, "We don't care. We've already kidnapped her."
So yeah, with the exception of the Effsler and the really, really poor treatment of women and one woman in particular, really fun film.
Yeah, no, nice little bit of bashing of various religions.
Mostly just Catholicism.
Yeah.
I mean, we're always down for bashing Catholicism.
Yeah.
With bags of cans, as we discussed a week or two ago. Or in this case, spikes and punches to head holes.
A big cross.
A big cross. A big spiky cross.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I did. I really enjoyed revisiting this film.
Do you know what this needed, though, at some point?
What?
Spiteful nuns.
Spiteful nuns?
No, just some nuns kicking.
I kick ass for the Lord.
Yeah.
Or vampire nuns?
No.
No. No?
Oh.
Too terrifying? Too terrifying.
Nuns. Reverse.
Reverse. But unless there's anything else you want to add, I think that about wraps it up for John Carpenter's Vampires.
Yeah, no, I kind of forgot a lot about it. And
yeah, you thought it was From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, no, I just mashed the two of them together in my head.
Is this our first John Carpenter film?
I think so.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder to remember.
In fairness, I have no brain anyway, so.
This is true. But we're finally coming off night shift, so we might... I was about to say we might get better. We're not going to get any better. Our brains are still going to be mush.
No.
And we will still continue to not know what films we're going to do next week. Although, no, we do know what film we're going to do next week, but we're not going to tell you. But as ever, we will be back next week. Thanks for joining us this week, guys. If you want, you can head back and listen to some of our previous episodes or check out our other podcast, MonoRants The Boys. And you can come find us on Twitter at RantsMono, on Instagram at MonoRants_the_boys, or you can send your own rants to monorantspodcast@gmail.com. And we'll talk to y'all next week. Bye-bye.
We are Science Fiction Remnant.
This is the Funny Science Fiction Podcast.
We are the Caribbean Science Fiction Network.
We are MonoRants.
We are One Accord Level 2 Podcast.
This is Jesse from Sudden But Inevitable and Open Pike Night.
This is Sci-Fi.